The year is 2018. Nations are divided, paranoia runs rampant, and as soon as you think you're safe, facts become subjective.
You are listening to Conspiracy Facts.
Jum. Hey guys.
Hello and welcome
To
the
Conspiracy Facts
podcast
and newspaper.
And print media
Of
all sorts.
We specialize in
We got the magazine.
Braille.
We got Braille.
Morse code.
We haven't printed in Morse code yet, but we're working on it.
We're working on it.
We have to invest in a translator.
Yeah. Yeah.
So today's episode. Hey, wait. I'm your co-host Ty Turner.
And I'm your co-host Dylan Van Zant.
And in today's episode, we're doing a little flipsy flopsy, and Dylan is going to be bringing the facts to me.
Bring the Dipsy Doodle to Ty Town.
That's right. It's my favorite thing to do. So yeah, usually on this podcast, I will have a topic, and Dylan will show up, and then I'll just kind of enlighten him and hear his thoughts. And today we're doing the opposite.
Yeah, it's opposite day.
Opposite day
on
the podcast.
Hold on, I'm getting phone calls. I need to
multiple.
Oh, they're both from my girlfriend, so I'm gonna let her know.
She's calling you from two different phones.
Podcasting. Okay, so today,
hell yeah, what are we doing, Dylan?
We are gonna be talking about the mysterious spooky dookie.
Ah, yes.
The mysterious spooky dookie.
I love that.
No, we're going to be talking about the Zodiac killer.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
The Zodiac killer is something that I've been enthralled with for a couple of years now.
Oh, me too. When he liked that porn.
Oh, yeah.
That was hilarious.
See, that's one of the things we'll be covering on down the line.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So a little background on the Zodiac killer, because I know you don't know the Zodiac killer.
I don't know him very well, actually.
Yeah. So Zodiac killer, he was this serial killer who terrorized Northern California for a span of about 5 or 6 years. From his first attack was 1968. His last known communication was 1974, so that's about 5.5 years from then and then.
5.5 years of terror.
5.5 years of terror.
That's horrible.
Whoa. No. So he has 5 confirmed kills, 2 confirmed injured but survived.
3 headshots.
Multi-kill.
No scope.
He's
across the map.
MVP. No.
Wait, so the other people that he didn't actually kill, he just injured them.
Just for fun.
Just for shits and giggles?
Yeah.
How?
Well, no. Okay, so pretty much what happened was, there's up to as many 20 to 28 that he's killed. He's claimed that he's killed up to 37. But there's 20 to 27 or 20 to 28 that might have been.
Wow.
But
he might just be talking some big game.
Yeah.
Over to the other serial killers.
Exactly. No, there was one let's see which couple it was. There was one couple in 1969. It was a second attack. Darlene Ferrin and Michael Magoo. I'm gonna go with Michael Magoo.
I love that.
He they were strapped up and they were stabbed.
Yikes.
No.
Wait, strapped up as in like
with straps.
On the ceiling.
Right.
They were. And then he had to stab him. He poked him upwards with the stick.
It was kind of like a piñata, but with a knife, and they were on the ceiling. And I'm giving you misinformation. That's not right.
That sounds like
that's
a fact
not the
to
right
me.
people. Okay, so that was actually in September 27th, 1969. Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard were tied up, and they were picnicking.
Uh-oh. So it really was like a piñata. Picnic in the park.
Yeah, the Zodiac killer actually isn't one person. It's multiple people blindfolded with knives.
That's horrifying.
And Brian Hartnell was stabbed 6 times. Cecilia Shepard was stabbed 10.
Oh my god.
The killer then went and drew the famous cross circle symbol that he has.
Those are 2 different shapes. Got him.
Okay, my whole theory is
Dylan is
debunked.
the Zodiac killer confirmed.
I am debunked. I am. He draws that on the guy's car.
Huh.
Brian Hartnell lived. Cecilia Shepard died. Brian Hartnell gave one of the...
she was stabbed twice and he was stabbed 10 times?
No, he was stabbed 6 times. She was stabbed 10 times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think he gave one of the first descriptions of him and kind of gave one of the iconic pictures of him. He described him as having like greasy brown hair and like 5'11", over 170 pounds. Kind of a not super big, but an intimidating guy. But that was actually the third attack, because there was Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday, who were the first killed on December 20th, 1968. They were on their first date on a lover's lane. Zodiac killer got a headshot, then Betty Boop started running away and she got shot 5 times in the back.
He shot them?
He shot them with a gun.
Interesting.
Then 4 miles away from there, in July of the following year, 2 people were killed on another lover's lane.
And they found his hook hand on the door.
Yep.
Later that morning.
And the walls would ooze green slime.
And the lights would flicker 3 times.
Nosferatu. That's whenever Magoo comes into the story. He got shot in the face, neck, and chest.
Ooh.
Which reminds me of my favorite superhero, Michael Scarn. He took a bullet to the brain, balls, and heart.
Was there something else?
I think it was the brain, heart, and balls. But anyways, but his girlfriend died. But she gave a description of him too. An hour after that attack, at like 12:40 in the morning, a guy called the police and claimed that he had killed both of them.
Whoa!
And he told the police that there was he murdered 2 people out there. Told them everything where it was. They tracked down the phone that it was called from and just found the phone hanging off the receiver at some shop close to the police station, but 14 miles away from the murder site.
Weird.
Yeah. Then about a month later, August 1st, 1969, the Zodiac killer sent 3 letters to the Vallejo Times-Herald newspaper, the San Francisco Chronicle, and the San Francisco Examiner, taking credit for both attacks, and each included a third of a 408-page cryptogram. So he sent them a code 408 pages long.
Now he's all cocky.
Yeah.
At first he was real sloppy and just doing a bunch of stupid shit. Now he's like, oh, I got people's attention. And guess what? Killing people isn't that hard.
Yep. Yeah, trust me.
Yeah.
I'm the Zodiac.
And so now look at him. Now he's acting like an asshole about it. He's all into himself with it.
Now, fun fact, the San Francisco Chronicle is the same newspaper that the Unabomber sent his manifesto to 20 years later. You know about the Unabomber? He bombed some places.
I'm aware of the Unabomber, but I mean, we could definitely do some.
That's another fantastic.
That's
That's a good facts thing. We should do sometime. Sent another letter to the editor August 7th. That was the first time he referred to himself as the Zodiac. The day after that, 2 teachers, Donald and Betty Harden, cracked the cryptogram, and what the code was saying was that he was killing all these people because every person he killed was going to be a slave of his in the afterlife, and so he was trying to collect all the slaves he could for the afterlife.
You'd think he would go after people who were like really like physically or mentally, like someone that would make a good companion or like person to have working for you. But it seems like he's just going after random people and killing them. Yeah. And then making shit up.
And that's one of the things a lot of psychologists have said, that they thought that he might have suffered from like severe anxiety and went after couples in the beginning because he desired that kind of connection and just couldn't have it because of his.
Yeah, see, I noticed that like when you were talking about the couples, and so I thought maybe that he would have more of a pattern with all of that.
Yeah. Well, actually, after that, okay, so a month after that's whenever he tied up, played piñata with the two others. October 11th, 1969, he kills a cab driver just for the fuck of it. 3 boys.
Haven't we all?
Yeah. GTA, IRL.
GTA, IRL, LOL.
Basically, so 3 boys saw that happen, and they called the police as it was happening. Well, while they called the police, the Zodiac killer, like, scrubbed it of his fingerprints and everything, and then left. And, like, an hour later, he talked to a police officer. Like, just, like, a police officer stopped him and talked to him, and very casually, and then went on his way. And didn't realize that he was... the officer didn't realize he was talking to the Zodiac killer until, I think November 8th.
Until he told the officer, he's like, I'm the Zodiac killer the whole time.
Yeah, he just said, I'm the Zodiac, he runs.
You'll never catch me. I'm running for president.
I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for my loud mouth.
All of that just to tell the fucking cop. I love it. One important date. So after he killed the cab driver, 2 detectives assigned to the case. It was kind of the first big, like, I mean, they had people investigating it, but they were really trying to crack down on it. They narrowed it down to 2,500 suspects. Oh, wow, of course. They were
out on the trail.
They're like, we're done fucking around. We've had our fun with this guy. Now let's figure it out. Let's get that list down to 2,500. Not a single one more.
They went through the phone book, and they found anyone with the last name Zodiac.
And they highlighted it. But then they realized the phone book pages were yellow. So they couldn't. So they just had to use everyone.
Damn it, Rogers. Okay, November 8th, 1969, killer mails another cryptogram that has not yet been solved, even today.
Whoa, no one solved it.
No, never, ever. Sorry, I have a lot of dates because there's a lot of stuff that went on. Kathleen Johns, March 22nd, 1970. She was 7 months pregnant and had her 10-month-old daughter. They were driving down the road when
Wait, if her daughter was 10 months old and she was only 7 months pregnant,
I know.
The math doesn't add up.
They got busy. Yeah, that is weird.
No, I was just kidding. Like, as if the 7-month-old was the one she was pregnant with, or the 10-month-old. But also, it is weird that she had 2 kids, so many clothes. Yeah.
I loved her. So she was driving down the road, and she has this car behind her, flashing its lights at her and kind of honking at her, and so she pulls over to the side of the road. The car pulls over with her, and they
tell her that someone's in the back of her car.
They said there's someone in the back of your car, and it's a human piñata. And he tells her that they noticed that the lug nut, or that her wheel was kind of wobbling, and so they offer to fix it for her. Well, they fixed the car. Well, she drives a short distance later, and her whole wheel falls off. And that same car same car pulls over and says, "It's okay, I'll give you a ride.
I'll put it back on."
Yeah, he's like, "I'll fix it for you because I did this." Excuse me. Well, he gives her a ride, and where she was going was like 10 minutes away. Well, he took her on a 90-minute back road drive, just driving all kinds of roads. I mean, they went in loops, everything. Well, finally they got
donuts.
Yeah, they did drifting. Donuts, burnouts. They had
They jumped the General Lee over the river.
they had street races,
with each other.
Put spoilers on the cars.
He told her movie spoilers.
Right, told her movie spoilers such as what's in the box.
And they made a cryptograph together. together.
Cryptograph, yeah. And they sent it.
And they use like a really weird key, like their favorite colors, and that's why no one can solve it.
Exactly. And then they put that on the back of the Declaration of Independence.
In lemon juice.
Bingo, bingo, bongo.
You gotta use lemon
it's
juice
urine.
to look at it.
And you had to use lemon juice to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Nicolas Cage.
Steals it.
Confirmed.
There we go.
Okay. Well, they get stopped at an intersection before all that happens, and they jump out. Like, they tuck and roll.
Jump out.
They jump out.
Jump
out.
Jump out.
They jump out of the car, and they go and hide in the field. Well, the guy goes out and looks for them for a while.
It's none of his business.
Yeah, none of his business. Maybe they just had ejection seats. Can't find him. Goes back. Well, she calls the police. After she gets right back into town, they find her car, but it's been torched.
Whoa.
So Zodiac Killer continued to communicate with authorities, like through phone calls, letters, and everything through 1970.
Was that the Zodiac Killer doing that?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
He's just a weird ass dude.
He's a weird ass.
He's
dude.
just a weird ass
He's
dude.
a weird ass dude.
Damn.
Yeah. Not a tits guy. He's an ass dude.
He's an ass dude.
But he, on the bottom of his letters, he started keeping track of his kills, like keeping a score.
Whoa.
And it said, it had like his little cross and
High
circle.
Score.
And it would say, like, the first one started at 10. And then it said SFPD, which was San Francisco Police Department, 0. And then through the letters, the last letter came after him not sending one for 3 years in 1974.
Wow.
His score was 37-0. That's where they say he claimed 37 kills.
Damn.
So those are just some facts. There's a few people suspected of who it was, such as Unabomber, Ted Kaczynski, which that's kind of been debunked just because the timelines don't quite match up. Arthur Lee Allen, who's just a guy, he claimed he wanted to kill people. To a friend, claimed he wanted to kill people under the name Zodiac.
Wow. Wanted
to put a flashlight on a gun to kill people at night.
There you go.
Yep.
Incriminating evidence right there.
Yep. What's your evidence that supports your case? He wanted to put a flashlight on a gun
so we could kill people at night.
So we could kill people.
Book him, boys. We got the Zodiac.
They high five each other, slam their briefcases.
Oh my god.
He was the one who was most likely the suspect. Jack Terrence was turned in by his stepson. Had items resembling a hood used in an earlier attack. Basically, in one of the attacks, he had like a hood with his symbol on. And like, so the guy found a hood that resembled that in his stepdad's basement. Then there's Richard Gaikowski, who was a writer for another San Francisco newspaper who had communication with the Zodiac Killer as well. A lot of people call this guy Gaik, G-A-I-K, because that's the first 4 letters of his last name. Huh. In one of the cryptographs, it clearly says Gaik on there. It very closely resembled the sketch, and his voice resembled like the phone calls and everything.
Wow.
So could have been him, could have not. Also, Ted Cruz.
Of course. The confirmed Zodiac Killer.
Bullets I have on him, definitely him, no question, is Zodiac.
There we go.
So, we've kind of solved that, but, just there's the facts. There's the facts.
Damn, dude. All right, what we need to do is first solve that cryptograph.
Solve that cryptograph?
Yeah.
I'll find it real quick.
Okay. Pull that up and let's get that done.
Now, what are your thoughts on it?
Oh, there's something sticky in my arm hair.
Oh, no.
My thoughts, like I said earlier, is they must have used a really specific key.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure it's gone through several layers of like coding, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You translate it into Morse code and then HTML. Then you make a website. Then you take a picture of the website. And then you take all of the information from that picture and put it through a program that turns it into an audio file.
Mm-hmm.
And then you break that down into numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And you put those numbers. And that's just how, and you keep going.
Right. Well, I found the cryptograph that we need to solve.
Okay, perfect. Dylan, I think you're right. This is a Zodiac signs word search? Let's see. Let me see. Now,
you can find all 10, you win.
Okay. We're gonna get this. We need to. I found Capricorn.
Oh shit. That's one of them.
That's a clue.
Yep.
Okay.
Can you find Geik? G-A-I-K?
No, there's no Geik.
Oh fuck.
I want to find Scorpio.
I think this is the dead end.
You're right. I just really wanted to solve that, and I know that's not good for like podcast content, but I just really wanted to.
Well, we could show the audience. So
yeah, Patreon fam, if you'd like to look at this,
since we didn't post the video last week, we should totally give them this cryptograph. Tell them to solve it.
Please solve this cryptograph, and you can just go ahead and pause your screen right there when we had it up, and solve it, and leave it in the description.
Pause your screen. Highlights their computer screen.
Take a picture of it and then send it in to P.O. Box 308, Colcord, Oklahoma 74338.
Yeah, and
we will put those up on the wall for next time. And we'll be one step closer to finding the Zodiac killer.
Writes their name in big crayon. From Alex. Oh gosh. Yeah,
we can connect them with the strings and
with the stringalings.
Get all the stringalings and everything.
The numbers. Yeah. So what are your facts?
Well, first of all, I've always thought it was Ted Cruz.
Yeah.
Because his name is an anagram for the Zodiac killer.
Right.
Is Ted Cruz.
Is Ted Cruz.
So if you rearrange the letters in Ted Cruz, you get Tom Riddle.
Tom Riddle.
And that's, as we all know,
the Zodiac killer.
That's the Zodiac killer's favorite movie is Harry Potter.
And Tom Riddle me this.
Mm-hmm. Riddle me this, riddle me that. Who is the Zodiac? And so it's all coming together. And he, as we found out later in his murderous career, adopted riddles and started incorporating those and sort of kind of being a cunt about his killings and being really... What's the word? A little bit flamboyant, but also just pretentious. That's what I was going for.
Yeah, I get that.
He got pretentious, and it was like you were just doing your thing. You were killing couples. You were being weird, and then now what? Yeah. You want to send some puzzles to the cops?
Yeah. They can do word searches too.
They can Google the same fucking thing we just brought up.
Yeah. I wonder. That one must be really hard if they haven't ever solved it. For real though, I want to see what that one looks like. I've looked it up once before because I thought maybe I could solve it, but I don't. I'm not I can't.
I feel that.
Zodiac killer cryptogram.
How many letters did he send to the cops?
408 in the
Holy
first one.
Shit!
Well, it was a 408 page.
Oh my god.
I think is what it said. Either that or a 408 letter.
No, I meant like how many
letters over time? Or how many cryptograms?
Letters written. Not like letters of the alphabet, but like note. Parchment and ink.
How many of those did he send over his career?
Yeah, just like total.
It looks like a lot.
That's wild. Would he ever send them in like when he hadn't killed anyone and it'd be like his score count is like still the same?
There's some...
Or did he just do it to brag?
No, he just did it to brag.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, the Zodiac killer letters. There's... Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24... and then possible Zodiac letter. So 25 letters. Wow.
Christ. Kind of makes you think that the police are fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
They keep getting letters from this guy and phone calls, and he's
Yeah.
That it really is pretty easy to just get away with killing someone.
Yeah. Okay.
I know people who have murdered people. It's not a big deal.
It's not. This is like one of them with the cracked word above it.
Huh. So he's just making shit up.
Mm-hmm. He's just like...
That's so interesting.
This equals this. I'm going to put a little more like equations into it. Like, not just like symbol equals this. Like,
right.
Like a real enigma.
Yeah. Like you have to go down like a line of different correlations before you... It's not just one off.
Yeah.
This is wild. So it's just like squares and triangles and some letters and some backwards letters. And
yeah. It looks like something you find on the back of a cereal box.
Serial killer box.
Box.
Wow.
Box. X. What letter comes 2 after X? Z.
Zodiac. Wow.
Maybe,
Go get a box of cereal, Dylan.
Maybe that's who the Toucan Sam is.
Toucan Sam is the Zodiac killer. He kind of looks like Ted Cruz.
He kind of does look like Ted Cruz.
Toucan Cruz.
Toucan. There's actually a band around here called Toucan Jam.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
And they do like folky music, and one of their songs involves a didgeridoo.
That sounds sick.
Okay. Growing up with a mom as a librarian and then being one of the few acts who would play at the library for kids, I heard them a lot. And
oh, really?
Yeah. There's only 2 of them.
Oh, are they like a children's band?
Yeah, children's
They play
hippie
kids
band.
songs?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound as cool.
No, it's not as... Well,
I was thinking like maybe like a cool like hipstery ska kind of thing where they like have gauges and septum piercings.
They looked like they should be in something like that, minus the gauges and minus the piercings, but they wore like, I don't know, just like
feather earrings.
They looked like
crystals.
They were from Eureka Springs.
Yeah,
so like very like natural and
like they definitely make their own clothes.
Yeah, exactly. Out of hemp.
Yeah, that's interesting.
They had an adult band. I mean, not like went to the bedroom. No.
This is my adult song.
Yeah, this is my...
Crack open a beer.
Move over, kids. Shots and sex. Blood on the floor. Or is that semen?
Goodness. That's not even just an adult song. That's like a very mature adult song.
Yeah, I mean,
different ratings.
I feel like blood is a very adult topic.
It is, even more so if it's being confused with semen.
Oh, it's like that episode of The Office whenever they go into the
Michael's office and they can't figure out what's on the floor.
No, when they go into the hotel room. It's whenever they're having the paper convention and Jim works at Stanford, and Dwight turns on the black light.
Shit.
Yeah. And he goes, it's either blood, urine, or semen. And Mike goes, oh, God, please be urine.
Oh my God.
Can't be easily confused. They just have black lights in that song. It's called Blacklight Love Symphony.
Black
for
red
adults.
For adults. By adults, for adults.
Oh gosh.
We're gonna come back with some more blacklit action right after this little ad break. AdorableAesthetic.com, my Patreon, and my merch store, all linked below. Please go check those out and support the podcast. Thank you. And it's over now. Wasn't that nice? Short and sweet. You get the point. Let's get back to it. And we're back.
And we're front. And we're side to side.
And we're side to side. All right. Now it's time to really get into it.
We're going to dive deep.
We're going to jump in.
We're going to give you guys an edumacation.
That's exactly right. We're going to, right here, live on the podcast, solve, once and for all, the Zodiac killer. Solve him. He's an enigma.
He's a solvent.
Mix him up.
Mix him up, stir him up all good day.
All good day. Zodiac.
So, who is the Zodiac killer and how does he pertain to my life?
That is so interesting that you ask, because So many people have been wondering the same thing.
Yeah.
And you'd think since we're in Arkansas and the Zodiac Killer mostly did his business down in California, that it would be, what are you pointing at?
This is Arkansas and this is California.
Oh, okay.
Well, for you. For me, this is Arkansas and this is California.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like we got to make those 2 points connect. We got to bring them together.
Close. We got to string-a-ling them together.
String-a-ling and ding-dong solve it. And that's how you solve the Zodiac Killer.
We got him.
We got him, boys.
What's the number for the FBI? We got him, boys.
So, yeah, Dylan, tell me what you're thinking here about this.
So, I really think that, I mean, the Zodiac Killer obviously wants his identity to be withheld.
Yes.
He wants to be the, like...
So is it rude of us to sit here and talk about who he is?
I think it's not.
Okay.
I think this is the discussion he encourages. But deep down, he knows we won't figure it out, and that's why we're going to prove him wrong.
That's right.
I feel like he isn't any of the suspects.
Oh, no, definitely not.
I think we need to start from square one.
Yeah. When you think about his first murders, they're all couples.
Right. Couples. Blast. That also means... What's some synonyms for couples? Pears. He really hates pears.
He hates pears.
Peaches, okay. Pears, no.
He hates pears. Who else hates pears? Probably their biggest competitor, who's been smoking them out of the fucking water for years, is the apple people.
Yep.
Mott's. Think about that.
Yeah, exactly.
And the fact that sorry, go.
No. I was just gonna say applesauce.
Well, the cops. They're running around looking for someone who seemingly doesn't exist, who is bitter about couples. And when you think about it, have you heard the phrase that's like, always the bridesmaid, never the bride?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that might be the Zodiac Killer situation where he's
been in a lot of weddings. He's just never been the subject.
27 dresses, exactly. And it's like, what if he is the guy that is perhaps a little bit mythical, you know? That's why they can't find him, because, like I said, they're looking for someone who basically isn't there.
Yeah.
And is always setting couples up. Now, who do you think of? Cupid, and as we all know, he's got that little bow and arrow, and what do you do with a bow and arrow? You shoot an apple off of the top of someone's head.
Or... we need to look a little deeper. Okay, so Zodiac. We need to look at the Zodiac signs. Based on this cryptogram that we've been looking at, there are several different Zodiac signs, such as Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Capricorn, 12, Gemini, Leo, Cancer, Zodiac, Pisces, Libra, Virgos, and Aries. 12? 12.
Why is that on there? Awesome. I love that. It really does say 12 on there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not fucking with you right now. What's your Zodiac sign?
I'm a Leo.
Interesting. And what were the signs of the people that he killed?
Ooh, let's go look that up.
Because we need to figure that out.
Wait a minute.
What?
I just had an idea. Okay, so let's look at, instead of when they were born, let's look at when they died. December 20th. Let's look at Zodiac signs.
If he was truly a smart-ass Zodiac Killer like he thinks he is, he would have known their birthdays and killed them around their birthdays so that their Zodiac sign was like when they died and when they were born.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. So, the first murder of Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday, December 20th. That falls under the Sagittarius, which goes from November 22nd to December 21st. That's only like 2 days until Capricorn starts. So we got Sagittarius to start with.
So you're on the cusp.
Yeah. Second, we got July 4th, 1969.
Nice.
Summer of 69 right there. That's a Leo. So we've got Sagittarius, Leo. Wait, no, that's not a Leo. That's a Cancer. Cancer goes June 21st, July 22nd. What else kills people? Cancer.
Yeah.
And Sagittarius.
And the Sagittarius, what is their thing? The animal or the whatever it is?
Their animal
is it the centaur?
Sagittarius.
Oh.
Let me look.
Huh.
Hold on, I'm doing a bunch of back and forth here. Sagittarius is this?
No, that's not what I'm asking. That's not what I'm asking for.
Oh, it's it's a centaur with a bow and arrow.
Exactly, just like Cupid.
Cupid shuffle.
Mm-hmm. Do your step.
Down. No, go.
Like I was saying earlier, Cupid's setting up these couples.
Mm-hmm.
He's shooting the apples.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're finding out about the deaths. We don't know if necessarily the Zodiac killer is Cupid, but I think that might tie in there somehow.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see. September 27th, 1969. This is just out of the summer of 69.
Hey, I need you to get in on your microphone a little bit more.
Okay.
Perfect.
September 27th, 1969. That's a Libra. So we've got Sagittarius, then Leo, then Libra.
SLL. It's another cryptograph.
October 11th.
Scorpio.
Is Libra again.
Oh, it's a Libra. You're right.
And then the attempt... Oh, kill... No. Yeah, Kathleen Johns, March 22nd, 1970. That's going to be... Ooh. Wait, was that the 22nd or the 20th? What did I just say?
22nd.
22nd. Ooh, that's 2 days after
Gemini?
Aries.
Oh.
Because March 21st is... So it goes... Or the day after Aries starts.
Huh.
So we've got
Another cusp.
We've got SLL.
Right.
SA.
Salsa. Wow.
Who better to do it than the world's greatest salsa makers who hate pears? They want tomatoes to be the fruit of the century, not pears.
Huh.
So how better to get at them? By killing couples.
Now, of course.
Now let's go and Google number one salsa.
I make some really good salsa. You know who has the best salsa in town?
Who?
Hands down, La Hacienda.
You know, I don't go there enough, but I'm sure.
You don't go there enough? What's that mean?
I that's not one of my two. Like, I go to
Where do you
El
go?
Rancho. El Rancho is my number one all time.
Dude, La Hacienda is my bae.
Number two is La Huerta, and that's just like if I have a craving for Mexican food, but El Rancho's closed.
See, I don't really even like La Huerta, and everybody always wants to go to La Huerta, and I'm like, bruh, La Hacienda has a good salsa.
Dude? No. Okay, let's see how the remaining salsas fared. It's on thedailymeal.com instead of the Daily Mail.
That's stupid.
But is it though? Maybe I have to scroll like 45 times.
And now they're sending letters into the Daily Meal telling them all these cryptographs and that their salsa score is 1,000,000 and that the pear score is 0. Desert
pepper is the number one salsa on the Daily Meal.
Desert pepper.
I think we need to do like I want to know like the number one selling. And can we just like go back? It's not letting me go back. Number one selling salsa. Because that's what's really going to try and keep the pear.
Yeah. That's going to fuck them up. It's so interesting to me that this whole thing about the Zodiacs was all just to spell out the word salsa. They couldn't even spell the word salsa correctly.
Salsa. Well, they wanted to kind of throw you off the scent. Because after the two L's, you're like, okay, this is pointless.
Mm-hmm.
Salsa. Okay, Tostitos is the number one selling in US dollars salsa. Number two is Private Label. Private Label has some good salsas.
Yeah, they're always doing good.
Pace,
Picante.
Herdez, Chi-Chi's, and On the Border. But Tostitos...
I think Chi-Chi means tits, doesn't it?
I think that's Cha-Cha.
No. Cha-Cha, real smooth.
Cha-Cha slide. It's all about the dances.
Yeah, we had the Cupid Shuffle, the Cha-Cha slide.
Cha-Cha slide. The Chi-Chi slide.
Chi-Chi slide. It's all about these mid to early 2000s like dance. What is it called when everyone stands line dancing?
Line dance. Boot, scoot, boogie.
Boot, scoot, and
Butte, Scute,
and Boogie.
Boogie.
Butte, Scute, and Boogie.
I like to Butte, Scute the Boogie.
Wow.
So
I feel like we have a lot of facts on the table, but I just don't know how to connect them all.
I don't either.
I got the red string in my hand and all the pictures on the board, but I'm just not wrapping anything.
We got Tostitos. Okay, Tostitos is as deep as we've gotten so far. We're pretty sure that it's to get pears out of circulation.
Now, here's something that we haven't even thought about yet. And we acknowledged it, but we really didn't go into it. Why did he include the number 12 in his cryptograph? It was a word search of all of the Zodiac signs. It doesn't make sense.
And 12. And the word Zodiac was in there. That's kind of like... That's kind of like...
He's kind of tipping his hat to himself.
Yeah, that's
very
like...
weird.
I mean, that's kind of his signature. Now, 12... Who else had 12 something? Jesus had 12 disciples.
That's right. Huh. Maybe it's... And he's saying, like, he needs to kill these people in his afterlife so he can have them as slaves.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps... Oh man, I'm just not getting there, though.
I don't know.
It just doesn't add up.
Maybe. What if, in the afterlife, he wants all these slaves to harvest tomatoes, jalapenos, cilantro, green onions, regular onions.
Any color of onion that he can get his hands on.
And tortilla chips.
And tortillas.
To become the number one selling
Afterlife salsa. Yeah.
Afterlife salsa.
Afterlife salsa.
Afterlife salsa.
That's what this whole thing's been about.
He's got this idea.
He's got to get that Afterlife salsa.
This is a lot of detail, killing people so we can make the best Afterlife salsa.
Yeah, but you got to do what you got to do, especially when all these couples are running around acting like assholes.
True, yeah.
You're going to kill them, you're going to get each one of them, and you're going to say... Fucking pick all those onions, dude.
Did you say pickle those onions? Pickle.
Oh, I said pick all those onions.
That's why I couldn't tell if you said pick all those onions or pickle those onions. Like
pick a pot of pickled onions.
Pick a speckled pot of...
We did this way too long last week. We're not doing it again.
I think, what if he's trying to use pickled onions?
That's where he's going wrong. That's why he's so bitter. And he keeps calling into the police. And like you said earlier, whenever they traced the phone, they traced it back to a location that was very close to the police station. I'd say perhaps it's an inside job. Perhaps it's one of the cops. And he's sick of going to these, big police banquets. And he's bringing his salsa and nobody wants to eat it.
Yep. I get that. They're like, oh, what'd you bring this time? Tostitos? No.
I'm not fucking bringing Tostitos.
It's Afterlife salsa.
Exactly. Nobody wants your Afterlife salsa. If I had more help picking the ingredients, it'd be a lot better.
What if his tagline... I'm going to send this to him.
You should.
His tagline at Zodiac Killer should be Afterlife salsa, the only salsa with soul. have like a picture of like a Motown singer and
but one that's passed.
Right.
One that he killed.
Martin Luther King Jr., the Motown singer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I love his work.
I do too.
Well, fuck. I think we really got it.
We've really... Okay,
He's a San Francisco police officer that wants to make the best salsa.
Best salsa.
That's all he's been trying to do this whole time.
In order to get his slaves, he goes around killing people.
Yep.
And
he's in cahoots with Mott's. His dad owns Mott's, probably.
His dad.
And that's why he feels bad, like he can't ever live up to that. He's never going to have this huge Apple company with applesauce or whatever.
Yeah.
So he wants to do his salsa, but he just wants to do it his own way.
I agree.
He's not going Hollywood like Mott's did.
His dad, Botsy Mott's.
Botsy Motsy.
Motsy Motsy. Yahtzee.
I'm sick of game night, Dad. I just want to make salsa.
No, son of mine. Why is his dad Italian? Motsy Motsy. The owner of the leading applesauce brand.
Oh my god. You know why he's Italian.
Oh gosh. Whoa. Okay.
Okay. Wait. Well, let's wrap it up though.
Okay.
Let's get it all done. We got to hit all our marks.
Okay.
How does Cupid play in? He's obsessed with Cupid.
He's obsessed with Cupid. So his number one selling date is Valentine's Day.
Yeah. That's why he's got to kill so
Cupid
many couples.
Shuffle, the Boot Scoot Boogie, and
his mom is probably like a line dancer, and his dad is an Italian Mott's applesauce owner.
Not even like the company owner. She just owns some jar of applesauce.
Matzi, my most prized possession. You love that stupid jar of applesauce more than you love me, Dad.
If his house caught on fire, the only thing he saved wasn't his family. It was a jar of applesauce. It's my prized possession. Matzi.
Matzi, I'm missing my family. Matzi, I'm so alone.
Good to think I got the applesauce.
Yeah. I sat cry with my best friend, the applesauce.
But now applesauce is gone.
Oh no. I am truly alone.
So I think maybe Cupid is like the mascot.
Yeah.
I remember a couple Motown songs that Cupid had.
Mm-hmm.
That Love Potion #9 song. You ever hear that one?
Oh yeah,
that's by Cupid.
Mm-hmm. And the Cupid Shuffle is by Cupid.
Cupid Shuffle is by Cupid.
Or maybe his mom cheated on his dad with Cupid. And that's why he has this really fucked up thing going on. Because his dad's so obsessed with applesauce and it drove his mother away.
Mm-hmm.
And so she left to go be with Cupid.
You love that applesauce more than me. Mm-hmm. Why? Because I'm Matzi.
Matzi, my favorite applesauce.
I love Yahtzee.
I think it all comes together, man.
I think so too. So, did we ever find the name for the Zodiac killer?
We didn't. We need to look up the San Francisco Police Department.
Maybe his name is 12.
Maybe his name is 12.
12 Motts.
12 Motts. 12 Motts, and it's right there in front of you.
12 Motts, the infamous salsa maker. And a hater of applesauce. This is some conclusions that we've drawn.
Yeah, we really did good. I'm proud of us.
High five. Oh, cool.
Love it. All right. So that's the Zodiac Killer. That's who he is. That's what he's doing. That's his motives. FBI, if you want to get in contact with us, we will be here all week. Mm-hmm. Please don't get in contact with us.
Or call me at 1-800-BOTSY-MOTSY.
Call Dylan and don't bother me.
If you don't say Yahtzee for the code word whenever I answer the phone, I won't know it's you.
I won't know it's you. So say Yahtzee.
Nope.
Batsy. And now we're going to move on to our very own conspiracy fact that we have come up with.
We sure have.
And this is that every single... Take it away, Dylan.
every 80s song played back-to-back in chronological order tells the story of the Wizard of Oz.
That's exactly right. So this week we're going to be listening to Cruisin' by Smokey Robinson.
Cruisin' for a Bruisin'. Oh, Smokey's dead, man.
No, he's not. Why don't you go see him?
Oh, yeah, concerts.
This isn't what he'd want. It's not what Smokey would want.
Yeah.
So, guys, go ahead and take a moment. Go listen to Smokey Robinson, Cruisin'.
Not to be confused with Smokey the Bear and Jackie Robinson. It's just Smokey Robinson.
That's right. And then come on back and we're going to listen to this.
Bingo.
Alrighty. We just listened to Smokey Robinson, Cruisin'. Right
First thing
here.
to pull up whenever I look at the lyrics for Cruisin' is Cruisin' for a Bruisin'.
Smokey Robinson, Cruisin' for a Bruisin'. Definitely, as we mentioned to each other while listening, not what you expect
not
out of an 80s song.
Out of an 80s. Yeah, especially like, what are we, top, this is number 13?
Yeah, this is number 14.
Number 14, wow.
Oh, did we not do this last week?
What was it last week?
This was last week's.
No, we did Cars last week.
We must have missed one at some point along the way.
I don't think so, because last night you told me this was episode 13.
Did I put it on YouTube as episode 12?
Uh-huh.
Okay, perfect. For some reason, in my mind, I just thought it was episode 13.
No.
Okay, perfect. Then we're fine.
Good,
we're all good, everyone. Don't worry. We don't have a missing episode floating around.
This is why we need to just hire a production assistant.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. If y'all want to apply.
Yeah, if you guys out there want to...
We can't pay you, but we can offer benefits of being
high
our
fives, friendship.
Smokey
Robinson cruising.
Smokey Robinson cruising. Okay. Ty, do you want to get this one or do you want me to get it?
I mean, I have some thoughts.
Okay.
I think this one is about her journey back home.
Okay.
And it's sort of more of a full circle song. So first it says, let's cruise away from here. So that obviously is about her leaving to go on her journey to Oz, her being Dorothy.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it says you're going to fly away, glad you're going my way, that part is about the monkeys, the flying monkeys.
Okay. Interesting.
And that's actually from the point of the view of the witch. And then we have we're going to fly away again kind of later on in the song.
Mm-hmm.
And that's more about her actually going home, clicking her slippers together and leaving for good.
Okay. See, I feel like this is more of a song of like from the Tornadoes perspective.
Oh,
that's
wow.
That's one of the perspectives we haven't quite had.
That's true.
Baby, let's cruise away from here. It's the tornado taking her away from Kansas.
Yeah.
Don't be confused. The way is clear. Tornadoes can get you disoriented, especially if you see like this Miss Finch or whatever her name is. I don't know her name, and I keep guessing every week.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
Then we riding on her bike in the middle of a tornado. Don't be confused. The way is clear. This is not a one-night stand. So this is what he's saying there is not like, I'm not going to hump you tonight. It's saying like, this isn't just going to be a one-night thing and you'll forget about it. This is going to be life lessons.
Yeah.
And even though the whole Wizard of Oz takes place in one night, it's more than a one-night stand.
It's a lasting lesson
exactly.
and experience for everyone involved.
Yeah. Ooh, just the release you will find. You're going to fly away. Glad you're going my way. The tornado controls where she goes and sets her down in Oz. And that's a very choreographed move by the tornado to set her down where it sets her down, because it's the only place where she can ever find what she needs to get back home.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like that whole song, all 25 different verses of it.
Seriously, this is such a long song.
Actually, hold on. 1, 2, 3. The last 4 verses are the same as the second and the 5th verse.
I love it.
Just trying to reiterate it.
Just letting you know. But no, I think that's definitely true. Yeah. And the perspective of the tornado is not one that we've touched on yet. And I'm glad that we did, because it was really nice that Smokey Robinson took the time to consider that.
Right. And that's what I really like about this is it kind of sums up the whole movie in verse 7. Quote, so good.
I love it. That's the whole thing. That's hilarious.
I think that I feel like Smokey did a great job.
Yeah,
Smokey would have wanted it this way.
He would have wanted it.
He would have wanted it.
Well, those are the facts. We have solved the Zodiac killer. We have
solved the Smokey Robinson,
and now we are solving ourselves off air. Thank you.
Forever.
Goodbye.
No, we'll be here last episode. Have a great night.
All right. Come back. Subscribe.
Or don't, and we won't be able to tell.
We won't know.